We begin in the Middle East, a region that is now on the brink of war. Israel has, in fact, hit back at Iran, and the response has come less than a week after Iran's unprecedented attack on Israeli territory. Now, U.S. officials have confirmed that Israeli forces carried out a military operation against Iran today. But the scale of the attack remains unclear. Explosions were reported over the cities of Isfahan and Tabriz. Iranian media reported 3 explosions near the Shikari Army base in Isfahan. Now, Tehran claims to have successfully shot down several drones. Still, much is not known about the depths of the attack that took place inside Iran. What is known is that Isfahan is in fact a strategic city in the heart of Iran, which Israel was able to successfully penetrate. It is home to the sites associated with Iran's nuclear program, including the underground Natanz enrichment site. The airbase close to Isfahan has long been home to Iran's fleet of American-made F-14 Tomcats, which were purchased before the 1979 Islamic Revolution. Now, Iran's Tasnim news agency, which is close to the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, or the IRGC, posted a video on X saying that Isfahan nuclear site is completely safe.
سلام، امروز 31 فروردین ساعت 5:45 منطقه زربزنجان اصفهان، این کوه انرژی هسته‌ای ساعت 5:30 4:30 صبح صدا انفجار 3 تیر اومد. هیچ خبری نبود. صدا پدافند دفاعی بود، همین پدافند هوایی. این عزیزان که اینجا می‌بینید صدا ایشون ها بود و اونجا امن هیچ خبری نیست. حداقل توی منطقه که ما هستیم نه جای خورد نه جای آسیب دید هیچ.
Now, senior commanders in the Iranian army also said that there was no damage in Isfahan. Now, the UN nuclear watchdog, the IAEA, has also confirmed there was no damage to any nuclear sites, but did say that it was monitoring the situation very closely. Now, officials from the Biden administration have said Israel had warned Washington on Thursday that a strike on Iran was in fact coming within the next 24 to 48 hours. The warning was reportedly delivered by a virtual session of the U.S.-Israeli Strategic Council Group. Now, Israel's attack comes after Tehran launched its first ever direct attack on Israeli territory on Saturday. Tehran launched over 300 missiles and drones at Israel, calling it a reprisal for an earlier Israeli strike on the Iranian embassy in Syria. The escalating tit-for-tat between the regional foes has prompted global powers to urge caution.
Significant escalation is not in anyone's interest. What we want to see is calm heads prevail across the region. We have condemned Iran's reckless and dangerous barrage of missiles against Israel on Saturday, and Israel absolutely has the right to self-defense.
We have to do everything possible that all sides restrain from the escalation in that region. We have seen the massive attack with drones and missiles, around about 300 by Iran on Israel. It is absolutely necessary that the region stays stable and that all sides refrain from further action.
China opposes any action that leads to tension and further escalation of the situation. China will continue to play a constructive role in promoting the easing of tensions. China has always stood on the side of peace, justice, and conscience on the Palestinian issue.
Japan is deeply concerned about the current situation in the Middle East and strongly condemns any actions that lead to the escalation of the situation. The government will continue to make all necessary diplomatic efforts to prevent the situation from worsening further.
Now, if this is the beginning and the end of Israel's response, then it does appear to be very limited in both size and scope. But the question now is, how will Iran respond? From impeachments to inaugurations, if it's a political story, we are on the scene. The race for the White House is heating up.
We're beating Biden.
How dare he say that?
If it's breaking news, we're live with the latest coverage. From the White House, the State Department, and Capitol Hill, we know the issues, but above all, we know the players to bring you the latest in-depth analysis on all the key stories that we're covering. I'm Eric Ham. Join me from Washington here on First Post America.